Welcome everybody. This seems like a good place to start the live stream. I'm on the roof of the condo that we're in for a couple weeks plus a couple of days, and overlooks the main plaza in San Jose del Cabo called Plaza Mijares, not Mujeres, which is the word for women, but it's Mijares, M-I-J-A-R-E-S. There's a big lovely Mexican flag. I'm going to take you down to the plaza in just a couple of minutes, but just wanted to show you the overhead view so you can see the spires of the church. The churches here on the peninsula have been much more modest than the extravagant churches that we saw in San Miguel and other places around Mexico. So there's mountains all over the place, and this one over here, this super high peak, you could see that pretty much from everywhere. So just a quick explanation. It's still wet from a shower a minute ago. So when you hear people say, I'm going to Cabo, or I went to Cabo, they're generally talking about Cabo San Lucas. There are two Cabos, and they're both within about 20 miles of each other. Excuse me. So there's Cabo San Lucas, which is like party town, spring break, honeymoon, wedding. That's where people go. And then there's the more mellow little brother or sister called San Jose del Cabo. So we opted for San Jose del Cabo because it's marginally cheaper, not by very much, but it's just a more mellow vibe here. So I'm going to go downstairs and I'm going to take you around some of the things that we found, and I hope you like it. So, for those who don't know or don't care to look at a map, when you go south in California and you get to the Baja Peninsula, it's a big strip of land that is very, very, very long. It would take you probably 16 hours to drive from the top to the bottom. So there are two Mexican states on the peninsula, Baja California Norte, north, and you guessed it, Baja California Sur, south. So we arrived on the peninsula in a city called La Paz, which is the capital of Baja California Sur. Hola! I think he thought that I was filming him. So I just drove through a stop sign. So anyway, so we arrived in La Paz on March 17th, and then we stayed there a week. We stayed a couple of nights in a little town called Todos Santos, which is where the original Hotel California is. It doesn't have anything to do with the song, apparently, but because of the song, it's made itself a landmark, and there was a whole lawsuit. It's an interesting story, actually. You should look it up. So anyway, so I'm going to flip the camera around because we're coming up on the main plaza here, and I'm going to show you where we've been staying since, when did we get here? March 27th or 28th, and today is, what, the 7th, I think. And tomorrow we have an eclipse here, the solar eclipse is tomorrow. So, hopefully I will not get a copyright strike because of this music that's playing in the background. Anyway, it's Sunday, so people are in the church doing churchy things, and this is just the general vibe of this town. And it's just during the day there's just nobody around. So this is the big San Jose del Cabo sign, the big church behind it. So wherever we go in Mexico, there's a main plaza that has a church, and usually you can find the letters for the town there. Hola. Oh, un momento, por favor. So we have, there's all these decorations all around. And then this is the main square. Right now, it's very popular for skateboarding and roller skates. Patines and roller skates. Patineta is a skateboard. So there's shops, restaurants. It is super, 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 super touristy here. That's the enormous Mexican flag. that I showed you from up above a little earlier. Can't really see the top of our building from here. I pan up there. So there's a lot of art and artsiness around this town. Every Thursday night, this whole plaza is filled with people and artists showing off and selling their work. Like, if I could not be walking where I'm walking right now on a Thursday night. It's a Thursday night art walk, and it is the thing to do in Los Cabos. People come from Cabo San Lucas, they come from here, they come from all over. So I'm looking for a statue that I was going to show you. I'll be right back. Okay, you ready? I'm going to show you the statue. It's right here. I don't know why, but they covered it up with this big board. So I'll see if I can pan back a little bit here. So the Mexican flag is an eagle standing on top of a cactus holding a snake, and each of them represents a part of the Mexican history. I'm sorry that I can't give you a better picture of this, but you have the eagle and the snake and the cactus down here. Now, why am I showing you this? Well, let me get away from the screaming child. Hold on. It's pretty amazing how far the sound of a screaming child can carry. Wow. All right. Anyway, I think we've rid ourselves of the screaming child. So anyway, that statue was made by a sculptor whose last name is Sotomayor, just like the United States Supreme Court Justice. I wish I could remember his first name. I want to say Antonio, but I'm not sure. So we first saw his work in Todos Santos. He has an enormous Pegasus and an enormous cactus in the main plaza there. And then if you go across the street, there's a shop where there's quite a few of his statues. And they're generally made out of scrap metal. Like, you'll see spark plugs and screws and nails and just repurposed hardware. It's very interesting stuff. So this street that I'm on is one of the main streets for the art walk, and in a second we're going to get to somewhere where there's a lot of his statues on display here, and hopefully I'll be able to get in. It's about I think it's about 10 o'clock right now in the morning. So I'm going to flip this around, and it's just there's something about flags hanging over the street that just lights me up. I just find it so pretty and uniquely Mexican. I don't know if they do this in other countries. I hope someday to find out, quite honestly. But this is just I'm actually, this street is not closed. You'll see a car coming towards me in a minute, but it's just this quiet here in the mornings. There's just not that much going on. This place called Los Tres Gallos, it says margaritas to go. You come here in the afternoon or evening, you can get a margarita to go. And they have this nice wall art. It's fun to stay at the RVCA. I'm not doing the dance. So, oh, look, there's a car coming. I'm going to not get run over. So we're making our way to where the statues are, so I'll be right back. Some more pretty wall art on the side of this building. So one thing I found in the pharmacies in this town is they all have advertising smart pills, and I can't help but wonder what they do and what they are. Anyway, this is another street with colorful flags hang over. It's got this big display over this store called Agave Kitchen, and then over here is a brewery called Baja Brewing Company, and we saw a band there the other night, and I'm going to I sat in with a band, and I'm going to show you that video a little later in the stream. It's a pretty place to walk around. Another pretty location in Canto Suites. I'm a sucker for old VW bugs, and flowers hanging off a building. I just am. I don't know. And there's a little enclave over here. Just another artsy section of town. We've got this wall art with some peninsula history. Cabo, my love. In Los Cabo, all you need is love. Kind of holds true for anywhere, if you ask me. I'm starting to develop a very new and fond appreciation for cacti. Like they're all over the place here. When you drive down the peninsula, there's a whole lot of nothing other than cactuses, but they're all unique, and there's so many different kinds, and they just continuously grow. I think they get maybe 2 days of rain, or 2 rainy days down here every year. So the fact that all these cacti can flourish like this is amazing. All right, I'm still looking for that gallery. I'm hoping that it's open and that I can find it again. More cool wall art. Just how big this canvas is. It's just amazing to me. That's for all the Kraken fans. They'll know. So I thought I knew where this gallery was, and I can't seem to find it. Maybe it's closed, and that's why I can't find it. I have one more block to look up, and then maybe I'll try to come back later and make a separate video, because I want to show you this guy's statues, because they're amazing. Guess what? I found it. Check it out. So the first thing you see when you walk in is an enormous giraffe. It's got to be 10 feet tall, and it's in this whole beautiful little plaza. I'm going to show you all of them. So we've got this bicycle. So if you look close, you can see that it's just made out of little metal parts. And then this deer, venado, Spanish venado. So that's like these are motorcycle chains and struts from a moto. Well, we have a ram. It's nice that all these things have been turned into something beautiful rather than just left to die in a landfill somewhere. Oh look, it's an octopus. How appropriate. We've got our whale tail as a face. That is an enormous turtle. And an even more enormouser peacock. And an even more enormous peacock with some wall art behind it, and ballena. He had a couple of mermaids that were more colorful in Todos Santos, but it's pretty cool the way he did the hair. That horse is pretty much to scale. We've got a blue banana, or maybe it's a moon, I don't know. I'm going to say it's a moon. And a seahorse with the strut sticking out of its mouth, I'm not exactly sure why. A giraffe. But yeah, this is just some of this guy's work. But here's some more colorful mermaid. It's just, he's prolific, and I'm glad I'm able to share this with you. So I see this video is getting to be almost 15 minutes old, so I'm gonna wrap up here just after I show you all the rest of these things. I'll get on with the live stream and talk about Pink Floyd The Wall. I just love it. Not sure what happened to this lady's face, but she's got a heart where her brain should be. I'm not really sure I understand that. So again, the artist is Sotomayor. Elephant, not to scale. There is a cactus tall like this in Todos Santos. Not sure what happened to this lady's head, but she's pretty anyway. And oh, and the mama and the baby tortugas. So that's it, and this is just the whole space, and the town is just full of spaces like this. You just walk through a door and you find a whole other world. It's pretty amazing. So if you get the chance, come down and visit San Jose del Cabo, and let's get on with the show. All right, we'll see you in a minute.